What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. It's very strange that I don't have Raid Shadow Legends downloaded on my thing here. Got a ×4 for Android Emerald activities over the next 2.5 days. So we're going to go ahead and do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream either tomorrow or Thursday. Just a heads up there, we will be spending a lot of time with all of that. But I'm just looking at some of these Emerald offers. Just install it to get 2,500 Emeralds. Install it to get 2,500 Emeralds. Just install this app to get 2,500 Emeralds. Like, are you kidding me? Just install these. Installing these 4 games right here. Just install these 4 games, and it gets you 10,000 Emeralds. Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Thought I would say hi to the chat for a few minutes before we kind of move into the Astrid and Lucas discussion. Very happy about Astrid and Lucas. Very happy. Very happy. What is that? It looks, in the camera, it looks way worse than it is. I don't know. Wild. Looks like I have a hole in my hand. Goodness, looks like I got ringworm. Trust me, in real life, it's not that bad. It looks like I just sat on it for a little bit. Oh man. Oh, okay. I see a penguin there in the live stream. D Warman was first. Thank you for running the show, D Warman. I appreciate you, man. We've had a good strong couple of days of the week already. Let's continue that today. Feeling way better than I have in almost a week. Got a great workout in this morning, and I'm looking forward to getting some more workouts in this afternoon. Kevin says happy Tuesday. Scott K says morning, Charlie. Charles. At least she is the first recent rework that wasn't a complete nerf, forcing you to max the reworked hero for the stronger skills to actually be stronger. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Like Mojo or Thea. Oh, I understand. Yeah. You had to really level up Mojo in order for him to be effective now. Glenn Mavasso, Mike Madness is late. Working on radio stations. Goodness. I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Happy spring break. Our spring break is next week. You guys, Hero Wars' birthday is postponed. Why do you say that? We've got 8 days, 9 days until the birthday. It's the 23rd, isn't it? Abdurham, it's the 23rd. We didn't get an announcement about the event last year until like the 17th, I think. Yeah. Please give me diamond. I don't have any diamonds. Diamonds are only valuable because of marketing by diamond cartels in the United States Northeast. But we're not here to talk about that. I want to talk about Astrid and Lucas a little bit today. The Parade of Progress event is live on Hero Wars Mobile. Couldn't be happier about it. Couldn't be happier. You're going to get a lot of coins as well as a lot of currency. We're going to talk about all of the stuff with the event in just a second. Just running through some stuff real quick. Score VIP. This is. I think that I would have preferred this to be something different. Just the repeatable Outland quest give me something better than this, but it's okay, I suppose. Beginning expeditions, fighting the Hydra. Don't forget to fight the Hydra. I'll have to do that before it gets too late in the day. And, of course, promoting Astrid and Lucas to Orange +4. We've already talked about the shop extensively. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. I did get a little bit of feedback from Robert. Robert, I don't know if you're here, but this was the spreadsheet that I showed you all yesterday was not something that Robert created. He wanted me to let you all know that. And some of the numbers are based on buying Chaos Cores elsewhere. Some of them are based on previous events, stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this event. But what I'm most excited about is one of my favorite aesthetic heroes, Astrid and Lucas, has recently undergone a nice little upgrade. We're going to go ahead and spend some time working on her today as we kind of discuss her. I don't know that I'm going to add her to my team. I'm kind of level on this account a little slower than I thought, but you know, honestly, that's okay. You know, it's fine. I'm not trying to be competitive today or next month even. Yeah. Yeah. But do you think Astrid is getting the rework this weekend since they mentioned giving her soul stones? I don't know, Abdrum. I cannot confirm nor deny. Well, we are going to talk about that in a few minutes, though. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. The crux of today's initial discussion is going to be about the Hero Wars mobile community, the GOAT. Now, Tim Davis, who runs this page, has provided me with some content, as well as a member of the community, Segan. I believe I'm pronouncing your name correctly there, Segan. I don't know if you're in the chat right now. Provided me some content as well. I had a theory, guys. I had a theory that Astrid and Lucas in E3D was going to be a good choice to counter Julius teams, and I was correct. All right, so I'm going to show you a great team opportunity here. This is how to beat the classic engineer lineup using Astrid, Lucas, Elmir, Elmir, Daredevil, and Dorian. E3D is Elmir, Daredevil, Dorian, Darkstar, but we're using Astrid and Lucas instead. And I'm going to back this up a little bit just to kind of show you here. All right, so 13 seconds into the fight. 13 seconds into the fight, the armor artifact is up. Astrid and Lucas is in. And I just want to watch how quickly Astrid and Lucas tears through this line. All right, now this isn't the only engineer line. Julius, Judge, Isaac, Nebula, Ginger. There are a variety of them. I'm going to show you another opportunity in just a second. This team went 25 out of 25 against the right team. And again, a big shout out to Segan on server 404 Frozen Sun. So we're just going to run through this a little bit. Oh, you are here. Fantastic. Elmir jumps to the back. Lucas is still up. Lucas is still up. Lucas is still up. Still up. Just tears through the team. No deaths. There's a quick pick of the damage output. Right. The armor artifact stayed up. Let's see. Let's go back in here. I want to watch the rage meter here. See, the rage meter, it's hard to see because it's kind of covered by the timestamps, but it stays full. Now, one of the things that I was kind of disappointed about with this interaction that I actually think might have some repercussions is she doesn't continually recast her ultimate, right? She doesn't continually recast the ultimate. What is not happening is the armor artifact isn't getting stacked over and over and over again, which is something that I was hoping could happen, but it didn't end up happening. So that could be a problem. Although at the same time, you have a tank out there that is not actually taking damage, that is allowing Astrid and Lucas to stun for basically every single basic attack. And the damage is increasing the longer that Lucas is out there. So fantastic team right there. Here's another opportunity against the Sebastian variant. We have a swap out to Isaac instead of Dorian. Daredevil's in the 4th position. Astrid and Lucas is in the back. Using our own Julius just to kind of show off the power of the Way of Progress team together. Daredevil's a strong hero. Always been a strong hero since the rework. And honestly, even before the rework, she was strong in the right teams. But I think that Astrid and Lucas is a good addition to that team, and Astrid and Lucas is a good addition to the Wave Progress teams in some instances. So, really awesome situation there. And how I would recommend building Astrid and Lucas is, with those two examples or an infinite number more. But I want to show you one more really strong example of Astrid and Lucas. Now, the team that I'm going to show you here is one of the most prominent high-end war defenses right now in Hero Wars Mobile. All right, this is the Chaba Fart team. Chaba, Julius, Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir. Tim tells me that this team right here is a difficult, consistent beat. All right, a difficult team to beat consistently. But if you add Astrid and Lucas to your Julius, Judge, Isaac team with Nebula. Now remember, we have gone back and forth between using Ginger and Orion in that 5th slot. You guys remember we've tried that out. Astrid and Lucas takes Chaba out of this fight completely. And I personally don't come up against this team very often, but I'll take Tim's word for it as it being a menace and a way to counter some of the existing meta teams. It doesn't run through it as quickly as the other teams that I showed off earlier, but it is still a pretty consistent win. Still a pretty consistent win. So I'm not saying that Astrid and Lucas is a must level right now. Astrid and Lucas is a strong hero and a great answer to specific that is not consistent. I had 3 out of 4 in training. Okay, all right. Well, it is what it is. Astrid and Lucas is going to be a good addition if you like that hero. Do you need Astrid and Lucas to counter this line? No. There are a couple of other ways to counter this line pretty easily. Not that I'm going to go into here. I just want to kind of show off that interaction. Right? Did Iris ult in that second one? Yeah, if Lucas jumps forward, Richard, Iris is... I'm sorry, Isaac is... Or Astrid. Sorry, Astrid is ulting. Yeah, so I like Astrid and Lucas. I would almost consider leveling her again for this Wave Progress team, but I feel like that I really want to level up Orion because I haven't really leveled up any mages that high on any of my accounts. But this team right here is making a really strong case for it. What niche is the Astrid and Lucas rework filling? I'm assuming nothing other than trying to make her more popular. You mean as far as like what she's trying to do? The earlier armor artifact I think is a big deal. And single target pressure to the front line. I think that in a way, D. Warman, she's a lot like Iris in that regard. Just a lot of pressure on the front line. A lot of pressure on the front line. Still, progress seems to be overpowered. Just wait until the rest of the reworks happen this year, next year, and the rest of the heroes are added in. All right. So again, big shout out to Tim for sharing those fights. And now we got to move into the other side of things. How do you counter Astrid and Lucas? Somebody mentioned this a couple of times yesterday. All right. But we're going to talk about it right here. The easiest way to counter Astrid and Lucas is with using Iris. All right. Now, Iris on Hero Wars Mobile, on the attacking team right here. I'm just going to pull this up. Take a look at her abilities. Let's find Iris. Where is her on this list? On this list. I think she's, yeah, down here. Is it Inner Fire? Yeah. If an enemy applies a debuff or a mark to an ally, Iris lowers their physical and magic attack for 7 seconds. All right, so every time Lucas hits your tank, the Hunter's mark is applied. All right, so that significantly is going to lower their damage output. Lower magic defense, of course. Prolongs any debuffs. Yeah. So watch how well Astrid and Lucas just kind of falls over. Very similar team that I showed you earlier, right? Not exactly the same team. But just another idea here. Look how quickly she's going down. Look how fast, and she's gone. And she's gone. All right. Iris. Finkel's, though, they'll always rework heroes from now on. From now on, they're gonna rework heroes. It used to be that they reworked heroes by adding skins, and now they rework heroes by yeah. Well, there'll be 1 or 2 reworks, 1 to 3 reworks every year from now on. I know how she ults. I just didn't see it happen on the second battle. She was in the 5th position. Okay. Blocks Astrid's stun effect with Ballad of Tenacity skill. Yeah, but I showed you a fight earlier that the enemy had a Sebastian. Didn't seem to care. Best way to counter Lucas is Iris and Helios. Fair enough. Lots of small attacks. Lots of small attacks on Astrid and Lucas. On Lucas, I should say. Will drain his rage meter very quickly. She still has low health and magic defense. Yep. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So, talked about some good teams for Astrid and Lucas. Talked about some good teams to counter Astrid and Lucas. Just like everything, there's no silver bullet, right? Should you level them up if you like them? Sure. If you like Astrid and Lucas, go right ahead. If you're a big fan of the pet style of gameplay, like if you played a hunter on World of Warcraft or warlock, I guess, on World of Warcraft. I don't know. There's a couple of different classes that have pets and familiars and all of that. If you're into that style of gameplay, then I think that she could be a good addition to your line. But just be wary of Iris. Be wary of Iris. Important news. Okay. Yep. Why you don't use Iris? I use Iris on Facebook and web. I don't use her on mobile. So I thought that I'd kind of play around a little bit, maybe spin some resources into her. You know, shouldn't be focusing on anything, but I will be building Way of Progress on this server for a while. So it couldn't hurt to invest into her, you know? Couldn't hurt. Yeah. I think I used up all of those. Did all of that. Could buy some items from the shop, but that would be dumb. Okay. Creates equip. Creates equip. Creates. Spin a little. Got to spin a level. Well, Elmer clones Morgan Skeletons counter Lucas. Yes, if they are spawned at the front line and they focus on Lucas, then yeah. Yeah, they will. The more small hits that Lucas takes, the quicker he goes down. The quicker he goes down. Or at least gets called back. Right? At least gets called back to the back line. I bet those who make the Hero Wars ads have massive forearms. Commonly misunderstood. Massive forearms. You guys see those forearm strengthening things on TikTok all the time? It's gotta be some kind of market for it. New server Iris and Transfer 2 is infested with Kark teams. I don't have Anvari, but I'm building an EDD team that's now close to 300k. Does EDD counter Kark sufficiently not to need Anvari? One of the weaknesses to Kark is physical teams, because he's got a physical shield. But, you know, E3D does pure damage. All right. And anybody that can kill him fast is at an advantage. So it could work. It could work. You will get Anvari eventually. I promise you, you will get Anvari eventually. Things that do ticking damage will be good. Corvus, Maya, Iris, etc. I think Corvus specifically would be really good, right? Yeah, I guess all of them across the board would be really good. I was just thinking that Corvus's altar attacks the thing that attacks the other, so it would be single target. Yeah. Androne, hello, bro. $2.20 super chat. See, that's I'm not sure what R is. I don't know if that's ruble or something else. Thank you so much for the support. I was hoping to level Julius rather than Anvari, though, since he seems so strong. WB, I mean, you are ultimately going to want both, right? Main team is undead. Kark is really good until, like, the last 10 to 15%. Once you can kind of weather the storm, as it were, of Kark's attacks, he starts to really, really, really fall off on damage. He seems really oppressive early on, but so do many well-built damage dealers. Like Yasmin and Orion, Satori. The most annoying thing about those ads is that you see them always taking the wrong path, but that's how they get you. They're like, oh, I know which path to take. I can download this and beat this because I know which path to take. It's a shame. Now, to kind of continue or to finish up this discussion on Astrid and Lucas, before we kind of move on to anything else, I did want to talk about their stat leveling priority a bit. Yeah, here we go. So, their glyphs, armor penetration, health, agility, physical attack, and then armor. That's the glyph order. Okay. The ring, the weapon, and then the book for artifact. Yeah. And then finally for skins, armor penetration, agility skin, that's the default skin. Either of the physical attack skins, and then finally the armor skin last. I believe it was already mentioned earlier, but there is a lack of magic defense here. No glyph, no skin. No glyph, no skin. Right. Astrid and Lucas initially was a solid Kark counter. Speaking of Kark, again. But again, a big shout out to Tim from Hero Wars Mobile, The Goats. If you go to their Facebook page, Hero Wars Mobile Community, The Goats, right here in featured, almost 100% of the time right here in featured, you can download the stat priority workbook. If it's not there, you can go to the the files tab, and the stat priority workbook is typically on the top because it's the most recently modified, right? So if you ever have any questions about the stat priority on a hero, specifically to Hero Wars Mobile, though it will work on Facebook and web, generally it will work, not 100% of the time. And this does include stuff like where you should stop leveling a skin, where you should stop leveling a glyph. If you're not supposed to max a glyph, where are you supposed to stop? That information is on that workbook as well. So, there you go. You really only need magic defense for Satori and Celeste. Apparently you need it versus Iris too. who can make me happy with something simple. If you need something simple to make you happy, it will not actually make you happy. That's a fable. That's a fable. Or a foible. Over on Hero Wars Facebook and web, we don't have any news yet. We don't have any news about anything this weekend, though I suspect that there was a sneak peek that I missed, which is what Abdurim was referencing earlier. Let's go take a gander at that. If my Discord will load. Man. The Hero Wars Facebook and web Discord takes forever to load. Okay. So it looks like the Spring Leprecat event is happening on Hero Wars Facebook and web on the 17th. Must be this weekend's event. Let's see. Leprecats Hero Wars. Looks like the main reward is Leprecat dolls, artifact coins, flawless artifact essence scroll, and metal chests, gold, runes, XP potions, outland coins, skin stones, as well as 1, 5, or 10 soul stones of these 5 heroes. The tasks, let's see, log in, get VIP, spend energy, open chests in Outland, 150 total, spend emerald, 80,000, a red head hero, open heroic chests, complete summonings in the Titan summoning circle, and then reach VIP. Is that a get VIP and a reach VIP? Oh, there you go. Somebody was asking about a get VIP task. Interesting. Okay, get VIP. That's a build your own ×4 emerald sale. Very cool. Now this event is the same, presumably, as the one that happened last year on March 15th. It's a 3-day event, like I said, that goes live on March 17th. And that's going to go live. That's going to be Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. That's 2 a.m. UTC Friday morning on web and on Hero Wars Facebook. This event, Spring Leprecats and Dominion, will go live at midnight Central Time or 5 a.m. UTC. Okay, so that is this weekend's event. Now, because we have this weekend's event here, I would guess that my calendar is going to be shuffled a little bit. I still think that we're going to get Time of the Fearless on the 24th and 25th, but I think we're going to move this over, position forward. I'm going to slide this one down as well. Position forward. Okay. And then position forward. So now I think this is what we're going to be dealing with. So let me get an item. Here we go. Let's save this item. Really? You're not going to let me copy that image? Okay. And there we go. So now I think this is what the rest of March looks like. My best guess. Right. 17th, 18th, 19th, is the Spring to Leprecats. And again, this is Facebook and web. And I think that it's possible that this event starts, that the anniversary event starts on Monday, which is Sunday night / Monday morning. But it is possible that this event is pushed to later in the week, maybe starting on Thursday, maybe starting on Friday, and then it would last the entire following week, like the last week of March, if that makes sense. But this is just as likely. So we're gonna stick with this. I'll share this a little bit later on the Discord if you want to share it around, but we should actually do
piel reseca, hidratada. Labios partidos.
What is this?
Humectados. Piel áspera, aliviada. Usa
ads, man. Let's do this. The opacity, give it down to like 5%. There we go. It'd be like that. Just mute the tab. Yeah, that's what I had to do. Yeah. So we'll see. You know, I know that we're going to get some kind of announcement for the anniversary event. Like they're not going to just not have the anniversary event. Do any of the tasks we know about that are coming up normally have get VIP instead of the buy emeralds ones that we've had for every event for the last 30 days? I don't know, CCG. I could go back and check, but I don't know that the wiki updates everything consistently or not. Unless they do something crazy like push it to Thursday and do the Time with the Fearless on Monday instead. Could be. Yeah, it could be. Time with the Fearless could be on Monday instead. That's a good point. Yeah. So I guess there will be a new hero on that day. A new hero? No. I don't think that we're going to get a new hero. We just got a new hero in February. I don't think we're due for a new hero until April. April, May. But then again, we usually don't get a hero in February either. So that kind of shakes some things up a little bit. But big shout out to community manager Kirill for that leak. And to answer, Abdur, to answer your question, because Astrid and Lucas Soulstones are available here, I don't think that is any kind of indicator that we are going to get a Astrid and Lucas rework on Facebook and web. Though I would absolutely love it. I am a huge fan of Astrid and Lucas, and we all know that I need to level more heroes, right? What's up, Yulia? I think that's how you pronounce your name. Over on Facebook and web and Guild Wars, we are fighting DA, Divine Awakening. Usually beat this team every week. I took a Titan fight against the Ghost, and then I fought a pretty straightforward ODH team. We usually, if not sweep, get close to sweeping Divine Awakening every single week. I think they're the weakest guild in the Gold League here. But I seem to be going up against a lot of these 4 water plus Araji teams. Robert, yeah, we just finished up. You know, I have noticed this, that whenever we have mobile news, I'm so excited to talk about mobile news because it happens so infrequently that I always do it first. I always do the mobile news first. Ah, man. Anyway, I had a big stun that almost lost me this fight. This Nova right here, stunning, almost lost me the fight. I thought that I was going to go down right here. I thought that I was going to lose my second hero, Avalon. But then a big harpoon from Hyperion kind of took out Araji. And then I started to get a little scared again. A little panicky. I threw up my Earth Totem Shield. And we got there. It was about right here. I was like, oh, gotta go auto mode. But we ended up cleaning it up. Charlie set his finger on the close window button. I did not on this fight. I felt pretty confident. Once I dropped that Araji, I felt much more confident. But yeah. And I'm sure you guys don't really care about seeing... Why am I getting all these... I'm getting so many text messages from these random people. iMed stuff. Aurora, Nebula, ODH. Easy to beat. Whoa, typo. Nice. Texting spams. Yeah. Anyway. Hard to lose this fight. Hard to lose this fight. Taking a look at Clash of Worlds. I've got all of my attacks left. Let's see if we've broken into the Citadel. We have. Okay. We have a good cleanup here. Let's throw our weak team at it. Though I am a bit concerned. I think we're going to be okay. Maybe not. That's all right. That's all right. That's my weak team anyway. Would love to have cleaned that up. Let's see what the... what's the battle plan here? Spring of Elements. Altar of Life. Neither of them have been started. Okay. See if we've got any good matchups in the Citadel here. Puppet Master. This guy. Bastion has got... I mean... No heals here. Do I want to waste Iris? I think I do. Yeah. I'm actually tempted to use Chorus here. Glenn. Tempted to use Fenris, actually. I think Chorus is the play. I'm not really scared of big hits, so I don't think I need Axel that much. So the idea here, and you know, I could have gone with Morrigan for sure, but the idea here is I'm not really scared of anybody aside from that Ching Mao and being blinded for a majority of the fight. But between Ching Mao and... Not sure who I just clapped there, but... Oh, man. Well... Not proud of that. Let's see if the Hacker Man defense... Looks like I did worse. Looks like I did worse than what I did. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. We are skipping Engineerium and Foundry. City Hall, Alchemy Tower. Qingmao can sometimes throw some mad damage. Yeah. Yeah. Here's an interesting line. Yeah, kind of interesting. Could use Jorgen here. Can't use Helios. I don't need a healer. I got the tank here. I think Corvus actually is the tank choice. Let's do Corvus Morgan. I mean, I don't really need anybody else aside from this. Jorgen really isn't going to do much. Yeah, boosted Isaac I think is fine. Yeah. Yeah, should be fine. The downside to refresh, in fact, is that sometimes you can do worse. I think I did kill at least one enemy. I'm not really concerned about this team really hardly at all. Using Dorian is kind of the default healer against twins. Corvus is good against Helios. I didn't really need to use a strong tank here, so I think saving Aurora for another line is for the best. We have another serious opportunity here. The question, though, is without Sebastian or Isaac, should I try the twins? And I don't know that I do. Really, all I have left is Yasmin and Zhu. Let's see. Mage Academy is literally the number one. Mage Academy is the number one priority after the Citadel. And we just went ahead and said, no. We just went ahead and said, nah. I can't kill Rufus with this line. I don't have Morgan anymore. I don't have a level Jets. My damage dealers both do pure damage, so I can't fight that line. Or that line. This one is going to be like all or nothing. This line is going to be like all or nothing. Dante's not easy. Dante the Dodge King. Albus. Probably going to lose this one. Should have saved Nebula? Nah. I don't have a strong line against Dante here. All right, with Yasmin dying like that, we may be automatically refreshing here. Yeah, we're just going to refresh. Dante is easy, just ask his last date. He's so handsy, though, you know, because he's got 4 hands. Oh, man. Let's see if I killed anybody. Nothing. I got nothing. Charlie, kids are watching? No, they're not. If they are, they shouldn't be. YouTube's got protections in place. This is not a kid-friendly stream. Not for kids. There's a box that you check. Not for kids. That's how it is. Not for kids. I need somebody to start an adventure. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Let's play a little bit of Hero Wars Mobile. We'll just kind of finish things up. Do some dailies and stuff. Work on that. How many additional skins on Dante? I think there's 5, isn't there? No, is there 4? Is there 5? I'm saving that. If I start an adventure, it'll just be 11. I would rather one of the stronger players start 12 or 13 and that way I don't have to mess it up. Because if I start one and somebody bad joins it, screws it up. We still have a couple of bad actors as far as adventurers in our guild, so I guess I could just start an 11. Yeah. Do you look at current buffs before starting an adventure? No, I don't care. I don't care. I can beat 12 and 13 on map 11 or 12 pretty easy. It's just map 10 I don't like. Yeah, I just cleared 13 for the first time today. Nice. Something like 50 charges. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the first time I cleared chapter 13, I sent myself a couple of portal charge gifts. Probably about 30 charges worth. By the way, we have to do a masquerade skin giveaway this week. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do a masquerade skin. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to build a masquerade skin giveaway for both versions of the game, mobile and Facebook and web. We'll have to do that today or tomorrow. We got to get on that because we're right at 2 weeks away from the masquerade skins. So yeah, we'll have to kick that off either this week or this weekend. Nobody likes Pet Adventure 10. It is the worst. It is so bad. It's inconvenient. Got to wait on people all the time. How about iOS? I mean, as long as you can accept PayPal, I don't care what game you play on. An Eyes Wide Shut theme party. Ooh. Could be fun. Could be fun. Had a conversation with a developer this morning about why the Astrid and Lucas rework ultimately isn't going to matter. It's actually a fun thing to talk about. Glad to get an easy win there, for sure. Right? Reworks like Astrid and Lucas, they're designed to get people to play Astrid and Lucas. Right? We can all agree that's the reason why. That's the use case. Astrid and Lucas is underrepresented. Even in the most powerful faction in the game, they are underrepresented. And the developer saw Tim and I and KitKat discussing Astrid and Lucas this morning. And they jumped in and said, yeah, we hope that we see more people use them. So I was telling them, I was like, a hero is going to be popular to new players if they get a rework. Right? Popular to new players if they get a rework. New heroes are going to be popular to new players as well. To get the older players on board with a rework or a new hero, the hero has to be significant in almost all aspects of the game, right? It is not enough. It is not enough that a hero is good at countering a specific line, right? And a perfect example of this is Sebastian and Isaac on Facebook and web. And I know we're kind of talking about mobile rework here, but this is going to be for new heroes and reworks in general, right? If Sebastian and Isaac, they're very strong heroes, incredible heroes, and really on all versions of the game. But Isaac counters magic damage teams very, very significantly on Facebook and web. And Sebastian counters control-heavy teams significantly on Facebook and web. But if they didn't have a significant role in PvE stuff as well, then you're not going to get widespread adoption, because there already was counters to the twins. There already was counters to ODH. You know, on mobile, there are already counters to Fafnir Artemis. There are already counters to the Julius Judge Isaac team. There are already counters to those teams, right? Heroes that are already there, that people are already leveling up. So the new hero or the reworked hero has to be significant in all versions of the game. So I'm talking about Hydra, the tower, on some level of the tower in the campaign, Outland for sure, and player versus player, right? And on Facebook and web, the hero has to be significant fighting against Osh in the city of Asgard. It has to be. You could argue that Sebastian and Isaac are the best two heroes in the game. Must-have heroes on Facebook and web. Right? Nobody's going to argue with that. But is it more so because they are absolutely required for the City of Asgard event as well? So how good is Astrid and Lucas against the Hydra? Right? Are they so good that they're way better than any other option? You know, they provide an armor artifact, another tank up front. Is it that they are that much better? Like, and they've got to be significantly better, right? It's got to be a huge jump in order for long-term players to adopt a reworked hero. Astrid will tank Hydra incredibly easily now, so long as Astrid herself is strong enough to survive the AoE. So it's got to be physical attacking AoE, though, right? It can't be any magic damage because she just falls over to magic damage. Isaac and Sebastian are one of the best in game on Facebook and web, both for PvE and PvP. Exactly. Astrid and Lucas is the most unused hero on my server. Also Heidi. Never see anyone using him either. Right. And if Heidi got another rework, which Heidi got a rework, 2 Christmases ago or whatever it was, I'm going to say the same thing. And I'll continue to say this. Every time a new hero is released, they have to have a strong use case in PvP, and they have to have a strong use case in player versus environment, in-game, high-level player versus environment stuff. Otherwise, they're not going to be an efficient hero to level. It's not going to be worth it to level Astrid and Lucas. I cannot imagine a situation where Astrid and Lucas is going to take over if they got a rework on Facebook and web. I cannot imagine any instance at all, because they will not be good against Osh. Single target damage, like, I don't know, is Elmir good against Osh? I don't think he is he? I think Chi Mao is okay though, right? I don't know. Yeah. The one that stuns will be the weakest, but any other she can tank. As always, need a healer, of course. Would you say that this is something that players should look at when choosing a hero at this time for Tart, as he's only good in PvP? You know, arguably, yeah. If we're having the conversation about the more efficient heroes to level, instead of the conversation about which heroes you want to level, right? Because about a dozen messages a day I get people asking me, well, let me see here. What do I have? What do I have? I have 5 message requests since this morning. Hi, I just started a month ago. I found your channel. I have these heroes. Help me build a team. Another one. Let's see. Hi, Charlie. I really love your content. I'm a huge fan of yours. Could you help me make a better team? Here are my favorite 5 heroes. Here's another one. Hello, are you available to help possibly with some specific individual guiding on this team? And I get these messages all day long. So, you know, if you're choosing to level a hero, and this is a big reason why Kark is kind of frowned upon, because, you know, he's not good against the Hydra. He's not good against City of Asgard, Osh, right? He's arguably not even that good in PvP, you know, because of Axel and Anvari and, you know, a number of other things. Double, triple artifact teams. Yeah. Yeah. The most efficient heroes to level. It's probably a good video to do. The Hydra attacks 5 times with its auto attack and the breath hit once. So once Lucas is up, he will stay up so long as the Astrid is still alive. Yeah, I see that. Any hero is good if you find a good team to surround it. Yeah, but Zol, that's not true, though, because Kark is not good versus Osh, and Kark is not good versus the Hydra. This is why a lot of people don't like me, because I use Kark, and so everybody thinks Kark is so good. So I'm directly responsible to misleading all of the new players. I should use Aurora, Dante, Celeste, Sebastian, Isaac only. How do I know that silver bond? It'll be interesting to see people actually do an Astrid and Lucas team since her role is confusing. I mean, usually I give a couple of team ideas at the beginning. But, you know, no team is unbeatable, right? There are 59 other heroes to beat Hydra. Okay, Zol, but as a new player, do I say, you love Kark, new player. You're also going to need this team of 5 heroes, not including Kark. Right. Again, it's a different kind of conversation. If, you know, again, if the conversation is about efficiency versus leveling what you enjoy. Like I'm probably very, very far off from contributing against this Hydra in this guild, but that's okay because we're beating all of the Hydra heads in this guild. So they don't need me to do that. So I'm free to play the heroes that I want to play. All right. That's why heroes that are both good against PvP and PvE are must-have heroes in a lot of people's opinions. Literally no reason to level him. He tickles the entire enemy team, helping them ult sooner while he provides nothing to his own team. It's basically an enemy on your own team. Who are we talking about? I have most of the Mystics leveled to their either max or high, and I just don't even bother with leveling up Heidi. Oh, I would see. He tickles the other team. Got it. I've guided my arena. I always beat him no matter his level of Astrid and Lucas because my Dante just ults and kills her before she ults. I think you're talking about Facebook and web. That was a big problem with Astrid and Lucas and other heroes like Chaba and Elmir that rely heavily on their ult for their entire kit. You know, they don't gain value as a hero in your team until they ult, and sometimes it takes forever for them to ult. If you are now level up Taff, fart, Zol, say it, be proud. It's fart. Always have to adapt. This game sucks. We should quit. This is why Martha is very popular. We don't rely on her ult. Nope. We sure don't. Though, yes, we do in some instances, don't we? All right, we're wrapping things up here. We're going to try Tristan, Artemis, and Fafnir. Fafnir and Artemis. I didn't know that there was a distinction, Zol. I thought that they were interchangeable. That's cool either way. That's cool. We're definitely going to be back on Thursday. But I want to do a sponsored Raid Shadow Legends stream in the next 2 days. While that ×4 event, ×4 Emerald activity buff is active. So tomorrow or Thursday we'll do a live stream. I'll announce it or I won't announce it. I don't really care. I know the majority of you aren't going to get any value out of a Raid Shadow Legends stream or a Mech Arena stream next week, by the way. Anyway, but if you want to hang out, then look for the live stream regardless. Yeah, we'll have a good time. And I'm very, very happy to be back with my Peach Monster. It's good. It's good to be drinking Peach Monster again. But until then, guys, be good. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.